It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between AFC West rivals. It's the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. Next on Madden Football.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brad Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill? Maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw. Nix. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
2nd and 9. Play action. Now Wilson. Well, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. From 19 yards away. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Chiefs' offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. He'll find his tight end, it's Adam Troutman. So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To throw is Wilson. And that's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Of course the catch was, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's got room. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? Five defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field, but he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
Now here's Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Matt Ariza now on to punt this one away.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Denver's offense now set to go.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
On first down, Wilson. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Nick Bolton.
Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing is Wilson. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Play action. It's Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They run it with P. Ryan on first down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Mahomes.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Matt Araiza now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's fielded at the 34. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Denver's offense ready to go again.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They try the left side here with Williams.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Wilson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
23 yards on the play. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Second and a couple.
This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
A quick throw caught by Rice.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 32.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That'll be caught by Rice. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside, but he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone, but sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Mahomes going to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Butker's kick here is good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the fourth quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
He wants Reynolds way downfield.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he will find his man, Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. But it's going to be second down. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 22. 36 yards on the play. A great run, yes, but something you pointed out to me on film is when they get outside the tackles, their wide receivers are really good at blocking.
And this is a team that values those wide receivers actually blocking. They actually get congratulated and noted for their blocking during a game. They can have a 10-catch game, but if they don't block well, it's going to be a long week for them in practice.
Mims in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two, because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. From the gun, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Mims in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third and goal. Now it's Wilson. Incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's fourth down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a fourth down.
The kick by Lutz is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
And Mahomes going to hustle him up to the line here.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Pacheco is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
First and 10. Off the play fake. Wilson. And his throw is going to be in.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson.
A short one to the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them 3rd and 4. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown.
And he goes out right around the 39.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target,
and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Mahomes now to throw.
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will level the playing field at 17 all. square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Nix. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Nix.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A tackle made there by Caden Stearns. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Back to throw. Nix. Looking middle, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Up the middle, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Off the play fake. Nix.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Off the bootleg. Nix. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Baron Browning charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Mahomes going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. Well, a heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They begin the drive with Williams, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Looking to throw. Nix.
Slant pass. He's got Reynolds.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one.
Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Throwing on first down. Nix. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off-play action. Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos.
Marvin Mims
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Lutz good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And it is caught. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a one-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Operating. And wide open, complete. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now a toss left for Pacheco. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Back to throw. Nix. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, He's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks. And now here's a tackle behind the line.
To throw on second down. Nix setting up the screen to P-Line. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now this throw caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down. Now Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. Here's Pacheco headed right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And his throw here is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Nix. His throw incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Nix. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. To throw again. Targets and finds Reynolds once more. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Here now, 2nd and goal. Williams will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
There we go. The noise deafening. 4th and goal.
They run. It's Williams. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Now here's a fake on a jet sweep as they go instead with Pacheco.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Get it together. Get in the end zone, doctor. Defense rattle.
Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.